message support. Not being too good.
You know who's a pretty swell guy? Drake. Drake is a pretty cool guy, but I'll get back to that later. Today, I just like, I thought about one crazy fact that a lot of people just won't know. Did you know that all the music on popular radio is written by like two guys? One guy mainly, goddamn, I forget his name, but he kind of comes together and writes the lyrics, writes the beats for everybody. Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Kesha, anybody you could imagine is really like they're being kind of manipulated, and like it's kind of like a product you're being sold. And I thought it was so crazy that I had to make a video just talking about it. But as I was listening to Drake yesterday, I used to hate on that man. I used to hate on that man because I thought he was like, he was another part of the machine, you know, and for an extent he kind of is. A lot of his music is very commercialized, but he's kind of, he brought like that kind of culture into this culture, if you know what I'm saying, because radio music, it didn't used to always be like that. It used to be like white girls or like old white dudes, like that Brad Paisley, just, and like punk bands, and then Drake comes along and kind of changes the culture. But I feel like the biggest person that did that is Kanye West, who kind of, he was the person, dude, who writes all of his own songs, makes his own beats. That I think he was the first one to really do it to an extent, right? Because like obviously Jay-Z, one of the greatest musicians of all time, kind of started back in the 90s, where he released like so many amazing songs and was just able to rap battle everyone, and he didn't want radio airplay, and he even dissed the radios in a lot of his songs, and that kind of led to Kanye starting out making soul beats, which still influenced music in the early 2000s, and then eventually started making like 808s and heartbreaks, which is like, it's like music that's synth inspired with like auto-tune, that is what we're listening to in the radio today. And Life of Pablo right now, man, it's probably gonna be 5 years from now, but really dumbed down, because Life of Pablo is on some complex shit, and the reading level of the average music listener is not reading level, just like the understanding level, because music is so dumb right now. It's like a 4th grade reading level. But anyway, dude, and then all these other rappers have beefs today that kind of like go past what we used to know as just like public listening. Like Elvis, dude, the man was the most racist person ever, but nobody knows about that because of what was fed to the media. And all these rappers like Jay-Z saying he misses the old Kanye, which to an extent I'd agree, but man, a person's a person. A person that's successful is successful. You can't say anything. But going from like the media being so disruptive to such crazy things happening in the world with like mass, I don't know how to call it. It's just like really weird how people can sell you shit. My man Drake, he decided all he wants to do is be the man from the age of 6, touchdown on 86. All he did was call out a bunch of other rappers being the #1 selling artist. I don't know, that can be disputed. But that brings me back to my last point, man. Everyone's trying to sell you shit, and you can't fucking do anything about it, because Drake, he kind of like burst out of that scene for a second, but everything is trying to get sold to you, and like you can't forget that all you are is just buying shit. But there's this awesome dude that I've been watching. He well, not one dude, it's like a bunch of people. Right now it's like this channel called I'm Poppy, where like this one chick, she has like really crazy white hair, and like she just she talks really monotone with like crazy music in the background, just saying random shit in 30-second video. Like there's one where she talks to a plant. Well, basically the entire point of the thing is like to be really absurd, but like it's to like say like everything's commercialized, dude. Like nothing in the media is like true, and we should realize that. And to an extent that's right, because they keep wanting to fuel our desires, what we want to buy. You want a new car? Do you want to be a star? Do you want like fame and fortune? Obviously that'd be fucking sick, but unfortunately not everyone can have that, and we get to a point where everyone just like is willing to kill each other for something that's so artificial and not real. And then there's this one random video on the internet that's connected to it, who he replied to my comment, actually the guy who made it, Tony Katai, he's like one of their friends. like this one girl, she was like talking about how she wants it all, and she was like, she had a gun to her head, and obviously it's fake, and it had like a really cool filter, like it's an old video, and like she starts bleeding out the mouth, and at the end there's like a demonic voice that if you put it backwards, she's like, clear your mind, your desires are false or fake. I don't really know how to explain it, and that you already have happiness, it's right here. And like, I'm gonna end it on that note, going from Drake to explain this crazy metaphor. I don't know what else to say, man. But anyways, this has been XP in the Trap.